Hi y'all, welcome back to my channel Divinely Transformed. Well, whether you're new or you're returning, I appreciate you all, so thank you for being here. My name is Lisa, and I have another quick message that I need to get out there, and this is about spiritual warfare. The struggle is real. It really is. Spiritual warfare, what is it? Alright, so getting down to the basics, spiritual warfare is we're living in a 3D world, and spiritually there's a lot of things going on around us that we don't see, that we don't understand, but if we're in tune to it, we can feel it and we can see it, but we have to be attuned to it. That's what it means to be psychic in any way, shape, or form. But spiritual warfare, it happens whether you believe it happens or not. This is good versus evil. This is positive versus negative. This is duality, always fighting. And duality rises up within everybody at one point or another. It's part of being human, all right? Angels and demons, for lack of better words, this is what we call them. All right, they are constantly fighting all around us. And why are they constantly fighting all around us? Because there is a constant battle going on for our souls. Our souls are a high value asset, a commodity. It's worth more than money. It's worth more than anything. It's priceless. Okay? And souls give power, because souls are energy, all right? And whether that soul, it's comprised of all of the good things and all of the bad things, and how that's culminated as a whole. If how they've taken their experiences, if they were able to transmute and transform, or if they just took those experiences that they had and they stayed the same or got worse, right? Basically, and that's really dumbing it down. All right, so this is going on all around us all the time while we're awake, sleeping, it doesn't matter. All around us all the time. And we're constantly being bombarded with energies from all entities, living, deceased from our 3D, but they're not deceased. I mean, energy goes on. It doesn't die. It just transforms into another state of being. So whether it's a real person, living or dead, whether it's a spirit, good or bad, whether it's an angel, demon, whatever, whether it's from yourself, you are getting and you are transmitting energy, and you are receiving energy. And you do have power over what you are putting into yourself and then recycling out. All right. We don't have to put up with shit. All right. We don't have to. We can if we want to. If God tells you that to do something specific, then it's whatever. I mean, it's an obligation that you must go through. But in general, we're not required to put up with other people's bullshit. Bottom line, we are not required. Unless there's special circumstance. Now, spiritual warfare, it's so real, and you and everybody as humans, we are bombarded with both energies. And if you're unaware, you will bombard yourself with all of the negative energies, and it will just keep you down. All right. This is spiritual warfare. Such it goes into a lot of different things, but as a person, like, in order to be mindful about that, we have to be mindful of what we're consuming, whether that's eating, what we're consuming while we're sleeping. Like, if you have to have a TV on or something while you're sleeping, there should be healthier choices made, like what you're listening to, like high vibrational meditation music versus whatever else. Okay, that's an example. What you watch, what you witness, what you put yourself to watch and listen to witness, like on TV. It depends, of what you're watching. If you're watching a whole bunch of violence and bad shit, like, it's gonna fuck with you, because you're just putting that into you and you're allowing it. And it creates conflict and turmoil, and it keeps you down in negativity whenever you're doing it too much. I mean, that's why a little bit or moderation is required in, like, what you watch, because God's not saying that you need to turn your back completely on everything that doesn't have anything to do with anything good or positive. He's just saying to not immerse yourself in these things, because it will create problems. Just moderation. Moderation. So, that's why I'm saying the struggle is real, because it's a constant fucking fight every single day. And you're participating in spiritual warfare, whether you know it or not, by your emotions, your time, your energy, your thoughts. Like, that's all participation. Okay, so what are you thinking about? What are you feeling? If you're thinking about good things or bad things, like, you are affecting an outcome for the good or for the bad. And it's really just something to be mindful of and to think about and moving forward in your journey, because it's like, some people are they're trying to do all this growing and learning and developing, and then they're like, oh, I don't understand what's keeping me held back. Well, for example, they watch a lot of horror movies, and they watch a lot of murder in their entertainment, or rape and violence of all types, and they consume this and they subject themselves to this repeatedly over long periods of time. It keeps you blocked. It keeps you held back. It's just an example. It could be music, it could be movies, it could be shows, it could be what you're doing, it can be anything. That's why, like, your life has to be evaluated to see, like, how these things are serving you. And the mundane things that seem mundane are not really as mundane as it seems. They're really more important than it initially seems. And so many people do not see that when you subject yourself to all that violence in music and movies and shows and shit like that, and the more that you do it, the more it rapes your soul, and it takes away from you, and it keeps you down, it keeps you held back, and it keeps you from being able to advance forward. But once you free yourself of that, like, it's advancement. I mean, It's just something that people don't realize, one aspect of many. Okay, so for example, another example, those love songs that are about, oh, separation and yearning and longing for the better days, and oh my God, how you hurt me, and oh, those are not even love songs. Those are traps disguised as love songs, and I got consumed in those types of love songs for years, and then you sing it, and then you just affirm it, and it just keeps happening, and you just keep heartbroken. The true love songs are the ones that are about happiness and joy, and like the truth, and true love, and like true being. Like, there's something there, because music and movies have been really important to me throughout my life at different times. I'm a singer. I love to sing, and I've sang a lot of these bullshit love songs that are about missing someone and wrongs that they've done to you, and oh, my soul is so in torment because I miss this person, and blah blah blah, and like, no, because when you're like that, you just get more of the same. All right, it's the happy stuff that, oh, I'm just like passionate and excited, and boom, those are the things that you should be calling in. Those are the things that you should be affirming for yourself, instead of the other stuff. So there's just like 2 examples of so many examples that I could give, involving spiritual warfare, why it's important, and why these unhealthy things need to be eliminated from our lives, because it's ultimately for our highest good. It is not for the sake of taking it away because, you know, it's gonna hurt you, or you're gonna miss something. You ain't missing nothing. The only things that you're missing is all the bad shit. That's what you're missing. And truthfully, that should be all right with everybody. Missing all the bad shit. And that's just the bottom line. That's all that you're missing. All right? That's it. And whenever you're like in depression and you're feeling like, oh, if I make these decisions to, oh, I'm going to stop doing my very favorite thing, which is like watching whatever, you know, doing whatever that is not healthy for you, whatever, fill in the blank, whatever is not healthy for you, and you just love doing it, and you spent so much time of your life doing that one particular thing, and then you're thinking, oh, well, I know this isn't making me happy, right? And I know what it's doing to me, and I know that I need to make a change, but I'm unsure, I'm afraid, whatever. No. Don't get into that energy, because the more you think about it, the more you're going to be afraid, and the more you're going to be afraid, the more you're going to sabotage yourself, and then it just defeats the whole purpose of everything that we're trying to accomplish here. So, spiritual warfare is about us resisting all of the things that are bad for us, and staying with the healthy, positive choices that are going to nourish us, that are going to help us grow, develop, and be abundant in all of our ways, so that we can spread that abundance and that help and that goodwill and that love to other people by helping other people in whatever area that of your talents, gifts, abilities, and experience. Your experience doesn't even have to go into that, to be honest with you, because God will take the most inexperienced person but they'll be fully equipped to do whatever he wants them to do, but they'll have no experience. I mean, that's just how God rolls. But yeah, so the struggle is very real. It exists whether you believe it or not. And this is a message to encourage you to believe that spiritual warfare exists and how it works and why it is the way that it is. Because this is encouraging you to be able to make your decisions firmly and stand for something. Because if you don't stand for something that is meaningful, like the truth, you will stand for nothing. Really. And you will get a whole lot of nothing and everything that you don't want. So, like I said, it exists whether you believe it or not. It's the encouragement for you to take that leap of faith into maybe this whole thing is true and there is something to that. And then you just kind of go on your little journey to find out from your experience why it feels true and why you should proceed with this lifestyle if it's calling out for you to want the better things for yourself. This is how to do it. So thank you so much for watching this video, all my videos. All of your likes, shares, subscribes, comments, they all help and they all mean so much to me. These message resonates with you. The thumbs up is really what's going to help get the circulation going with the videos. People who need just to see them will have the ability to see them, you know, through YouTube algorithms. So keep that in mind as you're smashing that like button. So thanks again, and I appreciate you all so very much from the bottom of my heart. Have a great day. Talk soon.